Donald Trump's 2024 presidential victory, secured with a 1.7% popular vote margin, is far from the sweeping mandate some media outlets and supporters claim it to be. This narrow margin underscores a divided electorate and raises questions about the legitimacy of aggressive policy moves Trump has since pursued, including drastic cuts to government programs and widespread deportation raids. Historically, US presidential elections have seen far more decisive popular vote victories. Franklin D. Roosevelt's 24.3% margin in 1936 and Lyndon B. Johnson's 22.6% in 1964 reflected overwhelming public support. In stark contrast, Trump's 2024 win is among the slimmest in modern history, comparable to Richard Nixon's 0.7% margin in 1968 and John F. Kennedy's razor-thin 0.2% margin in 1960. This slim margin reflects a deeply polarized nation, where political fragmentation continues to define modern elections. While some frame Trump's win as an indicator of public endorsement, the data paints a different picture, a competitive deadlock rather than a sweeping victory. Trump's 2024 performance marks a significant shift from his previous elections. In 2016, he lost the popular vote by 2.1%, but triumphed via the Electoral College, while his 2020 loss to Joe Biden, by 4.5% in the popular vote, signaled a rejection of his divisive policies. His narrow 2024 victory shows little evidence of a decisive mandate, yet his administration has governed as if it were a landslide. Trump's sweeping deportation raids and plans for deep cuts to social safety net programs have drawn comparisons to authoritarian regimes like Viktor Orban's Hungary, where tenuous electoral victories often lead to radical policies that suppress dissent and consolidate power. The implications of Trump's narrow margin extend far beyond policy. Such slim victories reveal a nation grappling with systemic issues, including economic inequality, political polarization, and declining trust in democratic institutions. With misinformation, gerrymandering, and voter suppression already eroding confidence in democracy, Trump's aggressive policies risk further alienating large swaths of the population, exacerbating divisions rather than healing them. History shows that leaders emerging from contested or narrow elections face significant challenges in governance. Richard Nixon's 1968 presidency unfolded amid cultural and political turmoil, while John F. Kennedy's slim 1960 win subjected him to scrutiny throughout his tenure. Trump's presidency, however, appears poised to amplify this historical pattern, given his combative leadership style and the unprecedented polarization of 21st century America. Trump's mandate, or lack thereof, underscores a sobering reality about US democracy: the gap between electoral victories and public consensus. His narrow win highlights the fragility of a system where competitive elections often mask deeper societal fractures. As Trump barrels forward with sweeping policy changes, the burden falls on citizens, the media, and Congress to hold his administration accountable and to preserve democratic principles. The question remains whether America can bridge its deep divides, or if narrow victories will continue to fuel policy extremes and societal fragmentation. Trump's 2024 victory, despite its significance, cannot be considered a landslide. This election serves as a stark reminder that in a polarized democracy, slim electoral outcomes often fail to reflect broad public support. Far from a sweeping endorsement, this narrow margin underscores the urgent need for a more inclusive and equitable democracy that addresses the systemic challenges facing the nation. Please subscribe to the Intellectualist's new YouTube channel, where we present insightful videos analyzing the current events shaping the world. Turn on notifications to receive the latest updates from the channel.